to start with, and diabetes is a chronic, long-lasting health condition that affects how your body turns food into energy. And most of the food you eat is broken down into sugar, which we call glucose, and then it's released into your bloodstream. And when your blood sugar goes up, it signals your pancreas to release your insulin. So insulin kind of acts like the key. So it kind of opens the door to let the blood sugar into your cells to use for energy. So if you have diabetes, your body either doesn't make enough insulin or it can't use the insulin it makes as the blood as it should. So there just isn't enough insulin, or cells stop responding to the insulin, and then you get too much blood sugar stays in your bloodstream. And then over time, it can cause serious problems in many different things. So heart disease, vision loss, kidney, all of these things. So there really isn't a cure yet for diabetes, but we know that losing weight, eating healthy, being active can really help. So, and then of course, if you are diabetic, taking medicine as needed and getting diabetes self-management to help kind of manage that.
Now, I understand there are types of diabetes.
Yeah, so there's three main types. There's type 1, type 2, and then gestational.
Okay, well, let's go over those. If you could explain the difference between the three types.
Sure. So type 1, this is kind of thought to be caused by an autoimmune reaction. So the body attacks itself by mistake. And so it stops, your body stops making insulin. So about 5 to 10% of the people who have diabetes have type 1. Symptoms of type 1 diabetes often develop quickly, and it usually is diagnosed in children, teens, and young adults. And if you have type 1 diabetes, you're going to have to take insulin every day to survive. So currently, no one knows how to prevent type 1. And then type 2, your body doesn't use insulin well, and it can't keep the blood sugar at normal levels. And about 90 to 95% of the people with diabetes have type 2. This develops over many years. So it usually is diagnosed in adults, although we are seeing type 2 now in children and teens, and that's probably reflective of lifestyle. But you may notice symptoms, you may not notice any symptoms actually, so it's important to get your blood sugar tested if you're at risk. Type 2 diabetes can be prevented or delayed with healthy lifestyle changes such as losing weight, eating healthy, and being active. And then the last one, gestational diabetes, develops in pregnancy. And if you have gestational diabetes, your body could be at a higher risk for health problems also. So, and if you have gestational diabetes, you're at a higher risk for type 2 diabetes as well.
So now, you know, that third one, that does, once you've had that, I mean, would you have developed diabetes again or no?
Well, yeah. So if you actually have gestational diabetes, most likely you're going to develop type 2 diabetes.
All right. You sent so many great notes here. I hope I'm on the right page as you are. Do people with diabetes have a higher chance of serious complications from COVID-19?
Yeah, I wanted to add this today because I think this is something that people should really kind of tune into. According to the American Diabetes Association, people with diabetes are more likely to have serious complications from COVID. So in general, people with diabetes are more likely to have more symptoms and complications when affected with any virus, but your risk of getting very sick from COVID-19 is likely to be lower if your diabetes is well managed. So having heart disease or other complications in addition to diabetes could worsen the chance of getting seriously ill from COVID-19, like other viral infections, because more than one condition makes it harder for your body to fight the infection. And viral infections can also increase inflammation in our body, which has internal swelling and in people with diabetes. So this can be caused by above targeted blood sugars, and that inflammation can contribute to more severe complications.
Again, we're visiting with Andrea Barnett. Are the risks for COVID different for people with type 1 and type 2 diabetes?
So the CDC is continuing to update their website, and as new information about the COVID-19 that becomes available. So currently they are reporting that people of any age with certain underlying medical conditions, including type 2 diabetes, are at an increased risk of severe illness from COVID-19. So based on what the CDC is reporting at this time, people with type 1 or gestational diabetes may be at an increased risk for severe illness from COVID-19. Because COVID-19 is a new disease, we don't know as much as we'd like to know about it, about the underlying medical conditions. But it's important to remember that people with either type of diabetes can vary in age, complications they've developed, and how well they will be able to manage their diabetes. People that already have diabetes-related health problems are likely to have worse outcomes if they contract COVID-19 than people with diabetes who are otherwise healthy, whichever type of diabetes they have.
Yeah. Based on what we know at this time, what are things that a person with diabetes could do to reduce their risk of severe illness from COVID-19?
So things to think about and actions to take would be make sure that you're taking your diabetes pills and your insulin as usual. Test your blood sugar. Keep track of the results as directed by your healthcare provider. Make sure that you have at least a 30-day supply of your diabetes medicine because you don't want to run out of anything. And then follow your healthcare provider's instructions. If you're feeling ill, as well as, anything that you need, just call your healthcare provider. And then if you don't have a healthcare provider, contact your nearest community health clinic, or, you can contact Mercy One for that as well.
All right. Again, on our monthly program with Mercy One, visiting with Andrea Barnett. Now, Andrea, can type 2 diabetes be prevented?
So this is the great news. So yes, we can prevent type 2 diabetes. So with lifestyle changes, you can prevent or delay type 2 diabetes. That is why it's so important to get those blood sugars tested so you know where you are.
So what causes prediabetes and what are the signs and symptoms then?
So insulin is a hormone and it's made by your pancreas that acts like a key, like I said before, to let the blood sugar into the cells to use for energy. If you have prediabetes, the cells in your body don't respond normally to the insulin, and your pancreas makes more insulin to try to get the cells to respond. And eventually, your pancreas can't keep up, and your blood sugar rises. So setting the stage for prediabetes, and then, of course, type 2 diabetes down the road. So you can have prediabetes for years and may not have any clear symptoms. So it often goes undetected until serious health problems such as type 2 diabetes shows up. So it's really, really important to talk to your doctor and get those blood sugars tested annually. But the good news is, I just want to say, it can be reversed too.
So the importance, as you point out, is to make sure you get your blood sugar tested because you really otherwise would not know.
Exactly. And, April, she's the diabetes educator, always says that if you would show up like purple spots all over your body, then people would actually take care of it. But it doesn't. So it's unclear.
Oh, so what are the statistics of people who are at risk for prediabetes?
Well, in the United States, 88 million adults, which is more than 1 in 3, have prediabetes. The crazy thing is that 84% of them don't even know they have it. So getting tested is really key. Blood sugar levels are higher than normal, but so with prediabetes, it's like your range is like 100 to 125. So if your blood sugar is with that's pre-diabetic. So it raises your risk for type 2 diabetes, heart disease, and stroke. So we just need to get that tested.
It's amazing what it leads to.
Yes. Oh, all of these things. Because when you think about the cells in your body, if the sugar is not getting in there, it affects every cell in your body. So your kidney cell, your heart cell, your any kind of cell. So
is there a way for me to know if I'm at risk for prediabetes? What things should I look for then?
Well, some of the things, we actually have the CDC puts out a prediabetes risk assessment. It's on the CDC website. But some of the things that it would ask is like your age is a factor, gender. So men, unfortunately, are at higher risk than women. It'll ask you if have ever had gestational diabetes, if you have a family history, if you have high blood pressure, that is a risk. Inactivity, so not getting exercise, which I know you do, Gary, being overweight. So all of those things are pre-existing risk factors.
So there are lifestyle changes that we need to do to help prevent.
Right, exactly. And some of those things, obviously, we can change. We can change our inactivity. We can change our eating. We can't change our gender or our history, all of those things, but a lot of them we can.
Again, visiting with Andrea Barnett. You got a program coming up. We're going to talk about that, but let's take a break for the weather now, brought to you by Awesome Car Wash.
We'll be tracking a weak system that will push through the area today. Actually, a weak cold front that could spark a couple of scattered showers by later this afternoon and even tonight for some of those football games. Thankfully, not expecting any thunderstorm activity with this, and we'll keep temperatures a little bit warmer with highs near 79 for this afternoon. Those showers this evening will give way to clear skies overnight. Cool with temperatures down to 44 by Saturday morning, and a little cooler to start the weekend too with a mix of clouds and sun. We're looking for highs near 72 for Saturday, jumping 10 more degrees for Sunday as another taste of summer rolls in for early next week. That'll have temperatures into the low to mid 80s at times under partly cloudy skies. With your Storm Track 8 forecast, I'm meteorologist Andrew Stutsky.
Fair skies, a little sunshine out there. Current temperature is 60 degrees. Our update brought to you by Awesome Car Wash.
Hello, this is Tom, the owner of Awesome Car Wash at 2215 Manufacturing Drive in Clinton, and I am proud to announce the expansion of our facility with our new Express Tunnel Wash. We also have created a wash club that enables you to wash your car for less than $1 a day. Come visit our awesome facility. We offer free vacuums for all of our car wash customers. At our new Express Tunnel Wash, we have the ability to wash over 100 cars per hour. So come and try us out. Awesome Car Wash, featuring our new Express Tunnel Wash. Get in, get clean, get out.
And on our Mercy One program, visiting with Andrea Barnett, talking about diabetes. And of course, now we're going into how about this can be prevented. And we're talking about a program that's coming up, right?
Yeah, definitely. So just a little bit kind of background, some of the lifestyle changes that you can make to prevent diabetes. It's really pretty simple. The first thing is reduce your weight by at least 5 to 7% of your body weight, which isn't a whole lot. And then exercise at least 150 minutes each week.
Well, you see, that seems pretty simple, but some people have a hard time making those changes. Do you have anything that will guide people so they can make these changes a little easier?
Yeah, so this is kind of the basis of our Prevent T2 program. And if you think about it, T2 is the type 2, that's what that stands for. But it focuses on those two goals, just lose weight and exercise. And it's kind of an accountability thing. So when people come to the class, we weigh them every time and then they report their exercise. The great thing about this program is it's 1 year. So everybody thinks, oh my gosh, I'm going to be committed to a year, but it really goes pretty fast. And we don't meet every week, but we meet frequently at the beginning. And it really is to kind of help the people become accountable. And then you get support from others while learning. It's just a great program with the accountability and support.
So how successful has this program been?
Well, we're actually starting our 11th class on October 6th, which I can't believe that it's already our 11th class. We haven't been doing it for 11 years, but we do like 2 to 3 classes a year. So we are considered fully recognized as a certified program with the CDC, which is a really long process. It took us 3 years to accomplish that. And sometimes if we would want to, we don't right now, but if we wanted to, we could be a Medicare DPP supplier. And that just means that we can bill Medicare. Right now, the program's free. And we had to collect a lot of data to kind of meet that requirement. And so we have found that through that collection of data, that we are meeting those goals. And those people, I shouldn't say we, the people in the class are meeting those goals.
So the Prevent T2 program, a proven program to prevent type 2 diabetes.
Yeah, it really is. It's proven. The lifestyle change program is part of the CDC. It's basically we've seen weight loss of 5 to 7% of body weight achieved by reducing calories, increasing exercise. So just a simple way to do that. And resulted in about 58% lower incidence of type 2 diabetes, which I think is a pretty good percentage. And then for people 60 and over, the program reduced the incidence of type 2 diabetes by 71%. After 10 years, lifestyle change program participants had a 34% lower incidence of type 2. So it's not just something you do in 1 year, you got to continue to do that. So the program, it's provided by a trained lifestyle coach. So myself and April, the diabetes educator, are both trained. The curriculum is through the CDC. And then, of course, you get the group support. And then again, it's a full year of in-person meetings. We did do it virtually for a while with COVID, but currently we're doing them in person. We'll also learn achievable and realistic lifestyle changes. So each module has different things that we talk about eating healthy, how to get exercise and incorporate it into your lifestyle. Because some people just don't know where to start, how to manage stress, and then even like how to solve problems that get in the way. So as the year goes by, there's so many barriers, life just gets in the way. So then we put exercise on the back burner, but we kind of talk about how do we keep that at the forefront. So people that would be eligible for the program, they have to be at least 18 years and older, overweight, and then diagnosed with pre-diabetes or previously diagnosed with gestational diabetes.
Okay, now is there a cost to this program, Andrea?
There is no cost. So Mercy One provides this program as a community benefit because we know that obesity, high risk for diabetes is a health need in our community. Obesity and reduced physical activity is a top health need in the Clinton County. So if you look at the county health rankings, our county is probably, I don't know where we are right now, out of 99 counties, we used to be 98 as health rankings. So that's not good, not at the good end.
No, got some improvement to make there.
Yeah,
So this certainly can help. So
definitely.
when is the next class and how do I get signed up?
So the next class, we're going to start October 6th, so in a couple of weeks. And we're doing a afternoon class, so 3:30 to 4:30. And again, it will go for 1 year. We're going to meet in person and we will follow, the social distancing, wearing masks, checking temperature all upon entering, just to make sure we're following those guidelines. And then it is going to be at the Mercy One Annex, which is right off 13th Avenue North.
How far from here?
Yeah, not far.
We could walk
You
over
can
there
walk
and that would
over
be
and get
part
a
of
little
our
exercise.
Yeah.
There you go.
So how do I get more information on this?
So you can call me at 244-3539 or email. My email is barnetta@mercyhealth.com.
All right, very good. And once again, the program starts when?
October 6th, 3:30 to 4:30, and join with a friend, because I think sometimes, we think about how do we make changes. If you do it with a friend or with a spouse or something, you have more success.
Okay, and again, 244-3539. Give Andrea a call. Give her a call on Monday because she's going to meet up with her boys today.
Yeah,
so that'll be good.
Yeah.
And let's just real quick while we got you in here. Your oldest is out at Grandview.
Yep.
And how's he doing?
He's doing really good. He is playing baseball. They have fall ball right now. So they've had 2 games. They have a game next week. They're playing community colleges right now. So I don't know if that's just kind of like close proximity. So, and then, Connor, he'll be starting basketball here at the end of October.
That'll be great.
I
And
know.
of course, again, Larson at Grandview, and it's homecoming this week.
It is
for the
homecoming
football. And of course, we got Johnny Sullivan at quarterback for those Vikings.
Yep. That'll be, and I think they've won every game so far. So
I would
they're
think
pretty
so.
darn good.
And so, Connor, excited about going for basketball down there?
Yes, he's excited about starting basketball too. I think it'll be a good season for them. They've got 14 boys, I think, on the team, and a couple that returned from last year. And so Connor's really looking forward to that.
I know it was such a shame his senior year over there in Illinois. I know the football team, talking with Coach Lower on Wednesday, he would have liked to have those boys in the fall.
I know. I wish that we could have had a full season. I mean, they did so much in just 5 games, but I wish we could have had a full season to see where they would have ended up. But it's okay. At least they got something.
There you go. Hey, thank you so much
Yes.
again for
Yeah.
coming in today.
Thank you for having me.
KROS, Kelly Heating and Air, and our participating sponsors give you the chance to win $100 each week in the Grid Gallop game. Choose who you think will win from our selected college and NFL